Hi, Gemini. Welcome to Moonrise Cottage for your February 1st to the 15th love reading. Let's find out what's going on. Spirit says that one right there. Look. Okay, so I am going to pick some 3 oracle cards. There's skunk. That's fascinating. Let's find out what that's all about. My spirit guides have asked me to do this, and I have complied. They've asked me to pick a couple of oracle cards for you. Just because they want you to have an overview of the energies that you're working within while you're performing your efforts on love. So before I forget, any of the information you might want to know about me is in the information box below, per usual. So let's jump right in. Just did a really intense reading for Aquarius. If you have that in your chart, or if you know, just check that out. That was really kind of intense and fabulous. All right, skunk. This is about reputation. Skunk medicine, go ahead and laugh. This furry little animal has a reputation that contains a great deal of power. Due to its distinctive behavior, humans give this tiny, smelly creature a really wide berth. The key word here is respect. Unlike other predatory animals, skunk does not threaten your life, but threatens your senses. You know this to be true if you've ever seen or ever been in the vicinity of its prey. It's easy to notice the playfulness and nonchalance of its natural behavior. The I dare you attitude of this four-legged creature commands you, as the observer, to respect its space by mere reputation alone. Skunk is teaching you that by walking your talk and by respecting yourself, you will create a position of strength and honored reputation. This carriage of your body relates to others, what you believe about yourself. There is no need to bully, to aggravate, to torment, or overpower other beings when your sense of self is intact. As with skunk, the resonant field of energy around your body is relayed through the senses. Self-esteem permeates your body and its energy and is instantly recognized on an extrasensory level by others. Well, that's fabulous. What's going on, Gemini? So I'm going to pull a card from the Mystical Shaman Oracle while you ponder that, Spirit says. So, Spirit guides, what is the mystical message? Interesting. Popped right out. The Time Master. I love this card. This came up for somebody who came here for a shamanic retreat. And in the process of looking into that person's soul walk and soul identity, that's what came out. It's a very powerful card. It's number 57 from the Mystical Shaman Oracle. So let's just blend those together. Time is a construct of the human mind, through which life events are seen to flow in a straight line from past to future. This, however, is an illusion. Time moves in patterns. It moves in fractals, sometimes turning like a wheel and at other times moving straight like an arrow. Humans see time like a ticking clock, and this image reminds us that there is only so much of it to spend in one lifetime. It's like a kind of currency. At any given moment, you can see time in all of its infinite potential, at once vast and all-encompassing, and then in a moment shrunken and finite. It depends on your perspective. When the Time Master visits you, he asks a most important question. Will you break free from limited cause and effect thinking by moving beyond the linear illusion and welcoming in the cycle, the cyclic quality of time? You find yourself in a moment when the wheel of time turns and you're able to influence the past, thus changing the present and the future, all in one moment simultaneously. This is the true test of the Time Master. You're being invited to take back your power. So let go of the past and choose to step into your life. And Spirit saying, as you define it. In this moment, you are all-powerful. You are the Time Master, and anything is possible now. Wow. So, Gemini, something's going on. Something a little stinky. right? But you know what? No matter what other people think, you know who you are, don't you? And you know what your superpower is. Spirit. Okay, so I'm getting a message about gossip and people saying things, and you know what happens. The online talkity talk. The thing that, yeah, there's something. And you're not liking it, you're not having it, you're standing in your place. And people can just, you don't like the smell, you can walk away. So, you know, there's something about, I think you're gaining something back. You're taking control. I think after getting some flack, I'm going to be really curious to see what's going on. All right, Spirit, what's the message from the mystical journey of love? What's going on? And with this overview, this energy that Gemini's walking in, what's going on? Let's get something from the Love Oracle, and we'll jump into the Rider-Waite and see what's going on for love, okay? So this is the no pun intended, Spirit saying this is the cloud of energy you walk in while you're performing efforts at love this month. Yeah, look, Rings of Time. Really interesting. All right, let's find out what that's about. That's number 44. Divine timing is granted to us as a gift. Sometimes, if we want to be further ahead than where we are, that gift can seem like a restriction rather than a generous holding. Much like traffic that moves systematically so that not only one car, but many can reach their destination according to a greater harmony and alignment. We are like individual cars that must sometimes accept a red light. At other times, traffic can flow swiftly through many green lights. It is this way, the systematic flow of divine energy through human manifestation. And your spiritual maturation is happening perfectly. There's no need to bother yourself about timing. When doors open, walk through. When there appears to be no such opening, rest and reflect. The rings of time serve you, beloved. This oracle brings you a message that the divine is completely responsible for the timing of every event, opportunity, and happening of grace in your life. All you need to do is live your life. Everything else is taken care of for you. This applies to all of your plans and the unfolding of all of your relationships. Let it all breathe and let the divine happen as it will. It's really fascinating. All right, let's jump in. Let's get some cards from the Rider-Waite and find out what does all that mean, Spirit, while we are traversing these moments in the first part of February. Having come through this powerful eclipse, we know we're all shifting and changing, and that's part of the notion, I think, in the Time Master. And clearly, there's, okay, Spirit's telling me, whoop, there's a card. Look, the Fool. It's interesting. Rings of Time. This actually is a 0 point. That's about being completely in line with divine timing. So much so that no matter what, you are stepping into the void, into the energy of the universe. It's not about jumping off a cliff. It is not about being a fool. And if you look, Spirit's telling me, look deeply, go on the internet and look up the origins of the Fool card. There's a lot there, and I don't want to take the time to go deeply into it. But in the full light of the sun, stepping into the void and having complete assurance, and it may look foolish to those around you, but you know what you're doing, don't you, Gemini? Because you are of the universe. You know, I say it all the time. If you haven't looked at the Gemini soul reading that's on my channel, go and look. I think you need to see that because it does affect, of course, what your soul's work is, you know, what's going on with your soul. There we go. All right, Gemini, I always love you. You just got it going on. You know, there's some intuition that you know, no matter what anybody else thinks. And you might be getting some flack, but you're standing strong in your place. You know, there's something going on. You're deeply connected to the mystical realm as always. Look, you're creating a new world. There's some fabulous love energy coming through to you. I think maybe you have intuited the arrival of your beloved based on all these things. And oh yeah, okay, Spirit's given me a nudge. Yes and yes. And I am actually getting a chill. Hang on a second. So you see this card? If you look at it really closely, there is an infinity sign right at the heart chakra. I'm wondering if you're going out into the universe, or if you've already done it, in order to call forward someone with whom you are meant to travel, or if that person has shown up in your life and the people around you kind of are disrespecting it or not liking it. Because when we see Time Master plus Rings of Time and the messages that come through Skunk, and the first card out is the Fool, where you're stepping into the void of the universe in order to create, in order to go straight into the light to create your abundance and bring forward the new world that you're meant to exist in with your beloved. So Spirit, what's the next card? Yeah, here it is. Look. Okay. Gemini. Fabulous. Spirit's calling you king of the atmosphere. Look. Do you see the clarity that you have? You are not stepping off a cliff. You are stepping straight into your knowing. Wow, Gemini, what's going on? Woo, there's, look, of course, the Knight of Wands. You know, when you get this mental clarity and you are activating the forces of the universe, that's literally what's happening here. Yeah, wow. Because you are the Time Master, because you live in the mental realm, you live out in the universe, and you are able to manifest in a way that's really, truly powerful. And then this passion looks right into the clarity, right into your journey into the void. You know what you know what you're going to collect when you go on this journey. And if it's already happened, just write me a little message. Look, the Emperor. Okay, you are extremely clear about the world you're creating. You're firm, you're solid, you got your passion. You got to be a little bit careful not to become arrogant, okay? Be humble. Be gentle. Be sure of yourself like Skunk. And don't turn into somebody who's immovable, because you are meant to be moving with the fluid time of the universe. And that is how you master this incredible love that's coming forward, because do we have any doubt? All right, Spirit, what's the next card? Yeah, and there it is. Look. Yeah. Okay, Gemini. Creating this world with total brilliance and the total clarity of manifestation. The Ten of Pentacles. Happy family, abundance and love, by being in alignment with the forces of the universe, the Rings of Time, the Time Master. And look, there's the next card, okay? You are amazing. Absolutely amazing. Sorry. See that? You are actually literally, I think, managing time. Yeah, there's so much going on. And you are juggling this reality with your spiritual reality, perhaps a little bit. And, you know, when you get this fabulous happy family, you get real busy, don't you? You are mastering time in such a way that you are able, I think, and you know what? Didn't we talk about interdimensional travel in your soul reading? I think we did. You better go look. There's something going on, Gemini, as always for you, okay? You are coming into a new form of your ability that's wrapped up in your purpose that my spirit guides always talk about, okay? Your energy set point. There's something going on. You've mastered something. You've stepped into, yeah, and look, Wheel of Fortune. There is something that's coming forward for you that is turning your world upside down because of the intensity of how it comes. And you're, okay. So when you achieve this and you work with your own manifestation, coming into the light of the sun, what comes rushing into you is something that causes you to have to manage yourself and, of course, your love effort. And it's going to turn you upside down because you've come into so much power to create this world, really stable. It's going to turn you on your head. I think there's some kind of awakened connection coming or some kind of soulmate coming through really passionately, and it's because you're manifesting it. All right, Spirit, come on, one more card. Why is the Wheel of Fortune upside down? What's going on here? Yeah, see? A really new, really powerful, stable. It's a prophecy, okay? If you see my readings that work with the Celtic Wisdom Oracle, these little cards that are about the pages often are oracles. And we see an oracle here, the Ace of Swords. It's about a prophecy. There's something going on that's very new. You are literally creating a new world. And it is because you are the Time Master and you are able to go into the void. Gemini, it's given me a chill. Let's pick from the bag of runes for you. Beautiful Gemini. Yeah, you know, the Time Master works with time as a fluid entity, as a cyclical entity, and doesn't get stuck in one reality. And this is talking about, stand up for yourself. There's something that you know, and it's going to turn your world upside down, and you're going to be juggling that knowledge a little bit while you're standing in this place, having all this abundance. I think whatever it is that you're manifesting, you're going to have the real experience of doing that now, and it's going to blow your mind a little bit. You're going to have to sit firmly in your place and understand that you might have a moment, and that is part of what happens when you have these heart chakra awakened meetings. Okay, so be on the lookout. Understand it's probably a partner because we're talking about love, but it might not be. And maybe that's what's going to turn you on your head. And if you want to talk with me about what happens when those kind of meetings come forward, and you're going to feel more love than you've ever felt, ever, coursing through your spiritual being and therefore your body, I'm here to talk with you about it, and we'll look into the cards about what's going on, because there is something, and it's brand new. All right, new messages coming through about your world. All right, Spirit, please help us understand. Give us one more oracle for beautiful Gemini. When it comes to the topic of love and becoming the Time Master and going into the void, into the rings of time, to bring forward something incredibly powerful, and how they have to learn to master and tolerate. I think it's about we have to learn how to tolerate our abilities when they come through, because it might be something shocking that's happening for you, okay? Yeah. Okay, this has to do with radical discontinuity and things like that. So hang on, let me get my glasses. I want to read this to you. This is fantastic. Gemini, as always, you do not disappoint. This is the rune for disruption. There is a channeled message coming through for you in this reading about the things I was just talking about. So I'm going to put this right here, okay? And you know what? Just in case you can't see that, I'm going to move these up a little bit. You're stepping into your power because you're stepping into the void, which is where you live. Spirit says that's where you came from. You're going back to the origination point, right? The 0 point. Really fascinating. Thank you for being here, Gemini. I'm so glad you're here to pick up this message. Okay, here we go. Wait till you hear it. It's going to rock your world. Page 129. This is the beautiful book of runes written by Ralph Blum, who has passed over to the other side, and this is the legacy that he left for us. It's really wonderful, and I think you can still buy it. If you want to look online, I bet you could find it on Amazon or something. All right, what did I just say? 129, I think. Yep. You know what? This is blowing my mind. I'm having a little bit of an out-of-body experience. All right, this is the rune for disruption. It is about elemental power. Change, freedom, invention, and liberation are all attributes of this rune. Drawing it indicates a pressing need within your psyche to break free from constricting identification. That's what Skunk is talking about. With material reality. Wow, Gemini, really seriously, you're giving me a chill. Whew, this is a moment to break free from the constricting identification with material reality and to experience the world of the archetypical mind. The rune of elemental disruption of events that seem to be totally beyond your control. Hagalaz has only an upright position, and yet it always operates through what may seem to be reversal. When you draw this rune, expect disruption, for it is the great awakener, although the form the awakening takes may vary. Perhaps you will experience a gradual feeling of coming to your senses, as though you are emerging from a deep sleep. Then again, the onset of this power may be such as to rip away the fabric of what you previously knew as your reality, your security, your understanding of yourself, your work, your relationships, and even your belief system. Disruption takes many forms, but do not be dismayed. Whether you created the disruption or whether it comes from an outside source, you are not without power. Your inner strength and the will you have funded until now in your life provide support and guidance at a time when everything you've taken for granted is being challenged. This is one of the cycle runes, and the term radical discontinuity best describes the action of Hagalaz at its most forceful. The more severe the disruption in your life, the more significant and timely the requirements for your growth. The universe and your own soul are demanding that you grow into this moment. Wow, Gemini. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to hear from you. Yeah, there's a big bang moment coming, Gemini. Buckle up. My spirit guides are saying buckle up. Something profound. Something you're going to be able to share with other people. You're going to have a lot to say. And there might be some people that are going to give you some, disrespect about that. Don't you worry. You stand in your place because you are the time master. Gemini, God bless you. I can't wait to hear from you. Have a wonderful first 2 weeks of February. And I will be extremely eager to be back to speak with you some more at the midpoint in the month. Thank you for being here. And thanks for all the likes and the shares and the subs. I really appreciate it. Love you guys. Talk to you soon.